I'm Aaron Abney, also known as the Nail Polish Painter, and this is Art Detroit.
I'm home, you're home in Detroit City. There's no place like home. Just tell me what you need. It's all right here, in Detroit. Don't matter what it is, it's all right here. Oh.
Hey there, what's this?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
What are you painting here?
You know, just a little abstract art, a little nail polish, you know.
Nail polish?
Yeah, all nail polish. You know, just feeling the vibe, you know, bringing a little art to the city.
And is that Detroit's baby girl right there? Is that Aaliyah?
That is Aaliyah.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I need to see more. I want to watch you do more of this. And then, would you be interested in being covered on Art Detroit?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of
Okay.
course. That sounds amazing.
So, Aaron, tell me, what a typical day is like for you. You come down here at Campus Martius, you get set up.
It's all about the energy of the day. One of the main reasons why I like to paint like in public around people is because I'm really soaking up all of my energy, all of the energy around me, and I'm transferring it into art. A couple years ago, one of my buddies came to me and he used to throw like networking events and art events, and he asked me to bring a live aspect to my work. And I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but I was like, why not? It's just a whole nother reaction when people actually see the process of me doing it compared to me showing the work and telling people like, oh yeah, it's fingernail polish.
You make this stuff with nail polish?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Yep, all fingernail polish.
Shut the front door. You got OPI?
I don't. I got sponsored by Sally Hansen, so
You got
that's like
sponsored
all I
by
use.
Sally Hansen?
Yeah, it's complete freedom. That's what I'll say. I'll say it's complete freedom. It's almost like I'm flying, like walking on air. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I'm trying to get back into doing the fashion shows more because I do have a women's clothing line called the Space Angel Collection.
It's called what?
The Space Angel Collection.
The Space Angel Collection. Okay, and what type of clothing is in this collection?
It's all women's apparel. It's mostly t-shirts. I always own my own t-shirt line. And it's all hand painted with fingernail polish. And the main thing is it's a woman and she's kind of sitting in this meditation position and her head is a planet and her body is kind of like the galaxy. It signifies balance and tranquility in women.
Okay, and how did you come up with that idea?
I met this woman named Sheila. She was a painter as well, and I like her style. So I'm like, let's do a collaboration of art, I get the paper out, and she draws this body. And it's just a woman sitting in a meditation position, but it's just her silhouette though. So I was like, what if we made her head a planet? And since she was a Sagittarius, we actually made the planet Jupiter, because Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. Since then, it was born, but that day we actually did it with pencil and gel pen. I used to only use gel pen in my work. It was real small, and from there, she was like, you should make it bigger, and you should like do a big painting of it. And I ended up doing a whole series to empower women, and it was the first time I used the fingernail polish to kind of reach women on a deeper level. I think I'm gonna just set up like right here. Okay. Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
4 years now. I mean, I've been interested in art my whole life. And always knew, like as a kid, and I was always afraid to become an artist because it's nothing guaranteed in being an artist. Teachers and everybody will say, well, you need to do something that's a little more stable or something that has a little more promise in it. Yeah, it's a huge leap of faith. It hasn't been easy, but I would definitely say that at this point, I'm just very blessed to be where I am. Basically, I'm just building my own glass pedestal. But I always wanted my setup to be a part of my art as well, opposed to just something I was working on. So the fact that I was able to come up with this was really cool. Colors.
Did you say that doing the glass is easier than canvas?
No, the glass is a little harder.
Okay.
Yeah, the glass is definitely a little harder. It's just like, it's not that much friction for me to work with. So this is really the only part that I don't do with fingernail polish.
Okay, the outline.
It always starts off looking like I'm not sure what I'm doing, but as time goes on.
I can see the outline of it. Is what it really is. Meanwhile, I'm still drawing stick people. You literally just did the outline of the spirit, and I know that that's a spirit I can see. Like I would not have, even if I was looking right in front of it, standing right in front of it, I wouldn't be able to pull that off successfully. Have you had any formal training in artistry, or are you pretty much self-taught?
Pretty much self-taught. Like I said, I took art classes in school. And that was always like my release. I always had peace just in my art classes, but I thought that was, you know, everybody. I was really into like graphic print t-shirts.
Okay.
And me and all my friends would spend so much money on graphic print t-shirts. Like we work all week just so we can go to the mall on the weekend and buy some of the coolest graphic print tees. And it was like we were spending so much money, like $45 a pop for a t-shirt.
Like, why not just make our own?
Yeah,
Design
you know,
our own.
yeah. And then on top of that, it was just like, you know, it was no true meaning behind these shirts. It's like, yeah, we spent $45 on this shirt, but it's like, what does it really mean?
Right.
You know? I watched how strong my mom was at the times where her and my dad were separated. And it's just kind of like a tribute to her strength, really. So, yeah, I think that's, for the most part, why I try to empower women as much as I can. And it's actually a company called Cody Incorporated that does the branding for Sally Hansen and does the colors. Okay. So I actually reached out to them, and they set me up with it, but they're the same company, yep.
This is a pretty color too.
Yeah, they really sent me some pretty colors. I didn't put in a request, I just kind of told them what I use. And they just sent me like a random assortment of colors.
How long have you had that collaboration?
This literally just happened like a month ago. I guess right now I'm trying to turn this more into like a partnership type of deal where we more so work together.
Gotcha.
I did a piece for them using all their colors, all their nail polish on 2 canvases, and it's called Gravity is a State of Mind. And I actually just sent it to them to put in their New York office. Everything was just an email and like sharing my stuff with them on Instagram. And eventually, after years of continuously like working at it and doing different photo shoots, they finally hit me back and finally gave me some feedback. And they were down with just, you know, sending me a bunch of nail polish to just make a bunch of art for them.
What does it mean to you to be an artist here in the city of Detroit?
To me, to be an artist here in the city of Detroit, it means a lot. Growing up, I was so exposed to the corporate world of downtown and the city that I was more so groomed to be a corporate person, you know? And it was just like, I never thought that I would have really the courage to just take that leap and try to become an artist and try to make a name for myself doing something that was really only up to me. So to be in the city and to do what I do now is a true blessing. It really is.
Just tell me what you need. It's all right here, in Detroit.